Well, day three has arrived and we're heading back home. Initially on the Great Ocean Road, but soon we'll be turning off to the left towards Timboon. There, we want to have some breakfast. I looked up that there is a place, the Timboon Bakery, but at the end we actually went to the cafe next door because they had more appealing food. From Timboon, we took the back roads towards Lavers Hill. The countryside was very diverse, sometimes forestry and sometimes just very open countryside with a lot of cattle grazing or grain growing going on. As you can see, the weather was a bit overcast, but this should improve over the day, and at the end we had another sunny day to make it home. There was quite a few roadworks going on all along the way, but usually we didn't have to wait for too long to get through. From Lavers Hill, we took the Colac Lavers Hill Road, which is actually quite a fun road. Lots of long sweepers and a few tight corners as well. I had a look at that beforehand. There is the Colac Lavers Hill Road, and then joining at the bottom is the Old Beach Forest Road. I thought both of them were sealed. As it turns out, the Old Beach Forest Road is an unsealed road, but more about that in a minute. You can actually see the camera perspective is a little bit different on day three. This is because I wasn't wearing the goggles. I was wearing my normal face shield, and because of that, I couldn't put the camera under the helmet visor. So, yeah, a little bit more of the cockpit in there. Here we are at the turnoff to the Old Beach Forest Road, and I quite quickly realized that it was actually an unsealed road. not, as I thought, a sealed road.
It looks like we've got two options. We can either go through there, it's about 15 kilometers, or we go back the same way. Because we're coming back to the Beach Forest Road. So, I mean, that was quite nice. We can go back that one.
I've never done that before.
No.
Do you want to go this one? I'll meet you that way.
That is similar, just that it's dirt by the looks of it. I didn't know that. I thought that was sealed.
Well, if I go that way, do we meet up later?
Yeah, basically they both go up to the Beach Forest Road.
Yeah.
And where you come to the Beach Forest Road, you just turn left.
Oh,
And that gets you to Beach Forest.
You can take the dirt road if you want.
All right. And we meet in Beach Forest.
Beach Forest, all
Yeah,
right.
which is just sort of like on the left. When you come back, turn left, and then it's 5 kilometers.
So Gary decided to accompany me on the old Beach Forest Road, given he's got an adventure bike as well. And Fred took the Coal Lake Lavers Hill Road back up to Beach Forest Road, and we would meet him later in Beach Forest again. I realized I hadn't put the bike into enduro mode, so I quickly stopped and changed into enduro mode because with the traction control it actually is a little bit easier when you have it in enduro mode.
I want to put it in enduro, but not enduro pro. And I didn't have enduro on here. Alright. All good.
The off-road skills program I did a couple of weeks ago has really helped my off-road riding skills, and I feel a lot more comfortable going a bit faster on the dirt and also around the corners. So it's really fun standing on the pegs and actually steering the bike more with the weight you put on the pegs rather than actually with the handlebars. Once again, the changing scenery was absolutely fantastic. At one stage you were going through the forest, and then suddenly you had like these open spaces in between. There was a little bit of gravel in some of the corners where you had to be a little bit careful, but not too bad. had to say hello to the cows here on the right, of course. Hopefully the farmer won't complain about the milk being sour at the end. As we got a bit closer to the end of the old beech forest road, the road became a little bit more corrugated, but luckily it wasn't for too long anymore. And here we are, back on the blacktop. After meeting up with Fred again, we took off on the Beech Forest Lavers Hill Road. It changes its name quite a bit. It went from Beech Forest Lavers Hill Road to Beech Forest Mount Sabine Road, and then it changes to Turton's Track. But it's all the same road anyway. Here we are on Turton's Track. It's a very narrow road and hasn't got any lines. It always looks as if it was a bit damp as well. I've never actually ridden that road without having that feeling that it's a little bit damp. It is sort of a rainforesty area. Beautiful to ride through, but you just have to be a little bit careful. And you do have to watch out for traffic as well. Turton's track ends at the Skeens Creek Road, where you then can turn left towards Forest or right towards Skeens Creek, which is on the Great Ocean Road, just a few kilometres out from Apollo Bay. So here we are on Skeens Creek Road, which is a little bit wider and has got more sweeping corners rather than the tight ones like on Turton's track. Quite a fun road to go on as well. In a minute we'll see we caught up with a delivery truck, Star Track or something like that, and I tell you what, the guy was going at a decent pace. He was kind enough to pull over though and let us pass. Good man. As we came out of the forest, you had the first view of the coast again as well. So not long to go now and we would be back on the Great Ocean Road.
I'm on 194. I probably got 40 k's left if I'm lucky.
Huh?
Lawn's about 30 k's or
Roughly 40.
40. I should just make it.
Yeah? Or do you want to go back to Apollo
reserve
Bay?
yet, so I should be sweet.
Yeah?
No, I'll be alright. That's a good section, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It's with that beech forest one, it's always a little bit damp
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there, you know, like I've never ever had a dry road there.
It could have been worse.
Yeah, no. I hear you.
Yeah, it's we'll keep going.
So back again on the Great Ocean Road, and the bit from Apollo Bay to Lorne is probably the most exciting and most spectacular one, because you go up the hill sometimes, sit on a bit of a cliff top and have great views of the sea and the waves crashing into the rocks below. Fred and I had a bit of fun on this one, leaving the odd car behind us. Occasionally I would stand on the peaks to get a better view. coming back into Lorne after enjoying the twisty parts of the Great Ocean Road, and you will see the pier on the right and just a glimpse of the old Lorne Hotel on the left. First we will be getting some fuel and then have some lunch, and then it's really going back the boring way.
Pretty
That was nice.
exhilarating.
Nice and cruisy.
Whew. There's a cop appearing after we both crossed the double lines to pass the car. I was thinking, gee, I hope you didn't see me, that I saw you on the mirror, and I thought, gosh, he might have seen you.
Oh, but we were going within the speed limit at that time.
But we crossed the car on the double lines on the way down the hill, remember? I thought you might have seen us from where he was. Whatever.
You want to fill up and then we'll park over there somewhere. If you want. Well, Gary's just
I didn't want to reverse into you.
Gary's just filling up now.